So, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am good. I am great. I have been looking forward to this conversation since we met on LinkedIn. And yeah, thank you for making the time. I really appreciate it. So,
Mhm.
let's get right into it. Let's start
Sure.
with your journey. What got you interested in cybersecurity? What got you interested in this, especially given your background, which is a medical background? Yeah,
hmm
what prompted this? Tell us about your journey.
Okay, well, I'll just first introduce myself.
Sure, sure,
Hi,
sure.
once again. I'm Wairimu Maringa. I'm a cybersecurity analyst with a background in medical virology and genomics. So
Mm-hmm.
I did not start out in cybersecurity. I transitioned after earning my master's in virology, which I did in South Africa, and then I also did health research. What got me started? It was time, honestly, because I've always been interested in tech, but then life kind of just threw me into biology, which I was really good at, and I decided to go with it until a point, and I said, enough is enough. I can't keep on doing something and I don't see myself doing it like for the next 10, 20 years. So I decided to transition. And so far, I'm really enjoying cybersecurity. I like it because things keep changing, and I'm someone who gets bored very easily. Like when things become repetitive, I don't enjoy it. So with cyber, things are constantly changing. You have to keep on learning, you have to stay on
Mm-hmm.
toes, and also you help to work with people, you help protect organizations, and I really like that.
Okay, very nice, very
Yeah.
interesting. So, when you started out into this new area of cybersecurity, did you face any challenges? And yeah, what are some of those challenges you could share with us?
Um, yeah, I did. I did face a couple of challenges. One, I did not really know where to start. I had the interest, but I didn't know what do people do, where do you begin? And then when you look online, there's so many areas in cyber. There's blue team, the defensive side. There's red team, which is the glorified side. Everyone wants to be a hacker. There's GRC, there's DevSecOps. There's so many areas, and
Mhm.
it was very confusing at first. Two was content, especially either free or low cost. Remember, I transitioned. I just finished my master's. So I wasn't really working full time at the time. So at the moment, I
Mhm.
was looking for free resources or low cost resources.
Right.
So that was part of a struggle. And
Mhm.
then also people to look up to, especially in where I'm coming from. Most people are doing red team stuff, to be honest. Everybody is hacking or pen testing or whatever you may want to call it. And I had to look up to people outside, or should I say abroad. I had to join Discord servers from people abroad, and that's where I kind of got, what do I call it? Uh, Mentorship or
Mhm.
resources
Mhm.
and all of that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So you got guidance. So you didn't know where to start. You did a search and you ended up getting a mentor and someone to guide you. All right.
Yeah.
That is good progress. So I'm dying to hear the part about how did you learn about CompTIA? Because your story is very unique. The fact that well, you will explain, of course, later. But the fact that I saw you, the way we got to meet, it was through your LinkedIn post where you were giving away a voucher, and I was curious. This is someone I do not know, and we got talking from there. So, how exactly did you learn about CompTIA and eventually get to do a CompTIA exam?
Okay. I learned about CompTIA first of all on LinkedIn
Mhm.
because everybody was doing, they call it the CompTIA trifecta, right? Literally, you get the A plus, and then get the network plus, and then get the security plus. So, and mind you, this was not in the region. This was, I was not looking up to Kenyan people. These were all people in the United States or Europe. Everyone was getting the trifecta. And then also in the Discord servers that I'm in very many Discord servers. And the main question that people would ask is, how do I get started in cybersecurity? Where do I start? What do I need to do? Guess what the common answer is? Get the CompTIA trifecta. Literally. Why? Because first of all, it's vendor neutral. And then it's easily accessible in the sense that it's not very hard to get into. It's not very, how do I say, you can study and understand what is going on, right? So yeah, to answer your question, I'm sorry I off-ramped a bit, but I learned about CompTIA online on LinkedIn and also from the people that I interacted with. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Now, you went ahead and earned a CompTIA Security Plus certification. This was your first cert, right? Tell us about your first certification, your first CompTIA certification, and why did you choose to start there? You've talked about the trifecta, but you chose to start with Security Plus. What was the experience like, to start from here and earn that? And how has it helped you to grow your skills or your confidence in cybersecurity?
Yeah. So I started with the Security Plus because I did my research, I did my homework, and so that it's an entry-level IT certification, and also the fact that it focuses on security. Now, why didn't I start with the A plus or the Network Plus? One, cost constraints. I couldn't get to do all of them. But then for the Network Plus, I did study for it. I just did not take the exam. Now, about Security Plus, it was a journey. I would say that. It was my first IT certification. Mind you, I did not come from a tech background. So I did that. I paid for the exam myself, and then I gave myself time to study. And what can I say? Taking the exam was very nerve-wracking. It was also my first online exam. I remember I did it at home. I did not know that we have Pearson VUE in the country. So
Yes.
Yeah, but all in all, I studied for it. I did well. I got foundational skills in cybersecurity. I didn't know what the CIA triad is. I didn't know. There's so many things I didn't know. And because of that, I was able to get, some entry-level skills in security.
Very good. Very good. That's a very good story. So you have done your first ever certification, IT certification, which happens to be a CompTIA Security Plus certification. You selected it after doing your research, learning about it through your network. You got content, you paid for the exam, and you sat for the exam at the comfort of your home, which is, something that we have done as CompTIA to make it possible for you to either walk into a testing center or to do it at the comfort of your home. Now, how has this earning this certification influenced your career or your or learning direction? How has this contributed?
Yeah. So first of all, because I was able to get the baseline about cybersecurity, thanks to studying for the Security Plus, I could then identify what exactly I wanted to do from there. Because you cannot just, what I think is you cannot just enter a field and not have the foundations. And that's what the Security Plus was for me. I got the
Okay.
foundations. If you asked me a few things about cybersecurity, I could tell you. I had the
Mm-hmm.
confidence to answer things. I wasn't
Nice.
totally, green.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I was able to now even do hands-on certifications
Mm-hmm.
with labs.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I don't think I would have done that without at least getting the security plus first.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So the journey continues, I guess. Are you planning to do any more certifications from CompTIA?
Yes, I do. I have a whole list.
Uh-huh.
One, I
Uh-huh.
would like to take the CYSA
Mm-hmm.
certification.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's the second step. Like if you do
Right.
Security Plus,
Mm-hmm.
and at least if you want to be at least on the blue team side, you should
Right.
get the CYSA, right?
Yep.
And then one of my goals is to finally become a cybersecurity architect. So guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I'd need to do what? The CASP, which is now the Security X.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
would want to do that. And
Right.
then I also have a few more that I'm eyeing, like the
Mm-hmm.
Linux Plus. Linux
Mm-hmm.
is foundational.
Right.
You need to know Linux.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, just a clarification for purposes of someone who may not understand some of the lingo you are dropping there. Earlier, you mentioned red team and you mentioned
Yeah.
hackers in association with hackers. Now you're talking about blue team. Can you just
Mhm.
give, in layman's terms, what does this
Uh-huh.
mean in relation to the role, of
Mhm.
cybersecurity? What's red team? What's blue team?
Okay. In layman's terms, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Blue team, aka the defensive side, is when you
Uh-huh.
are protecting organizations
Mm-hmm.
from uh, any form of threats, right?
Right.
And then the red team is the offensive
Mm-hmm.
side. Now,
Okay.
literally being offensive, where you're working for an organization or they hire you as a
Mm-hmm.
contractor, and
Mm-hmm.
then you try to break into their systems. You're
Okay.
playing offense.
Very
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
yeah.
I think from as Benjamin, I can certify that that is good knowledge that you've earned from Security Plus. Anyway, on a light note, so
Uh-huh.
let's look at something else that I found pretty interesting. By the time I saw your post on LinkedIn, it was about a
Mhm.
giveaway. So
Yeah.
tell us more about this giveaway that you started, your own initiative, and why did you decide to give back in the style that you did? Yeah, tell us about that.
Okay. So first of all, the giveaway is I'd like to mention my mentor. Hi, Hakim, if you see this. I approached Hakim and talked to him and told him that I think it would be good if we did a giveaway for the Security Plus. Why? Because people here are willing to learn, people are
Mm,
willing to study the test and take it, but maybe they don't have the access or they're not in a position to pay for the exam and take it. So basically, it was just giving back to the community because I cannot say I did everything alone. I also got
mhm,
help along the way,
mhm.
and I believe it's good to do the same to just pay it forward. And
Aha,
that's where the giveaway came in.
I
And
see.
I did not expect so many people to respond to it. To be honest, I was expecting like 5 people, but it blew up.
So how did people respond? It sounds like it was positive. How did they respond?
Yeah, it was very positive. A lot of people made their entries. A lot of people explained, because there are rules to the giveaway, like please explain why you need the voucher. And I also gave a time limit for how
Mhm,
long they should take to study into the exam. And so many people showed up. So many people responded, which I was not
mhm.
expecting. And it goes to show
Right?
that people are willing to study, people are willing to take the exam, people are willing to, people are willing to put themselves out there to get something.
Great,
Yeah.
great. So it was a successful giveaway.
It was. It
Okay,
was.
very
And I'm
good.
hoping to do more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Okay.
Yeah.
On that note of inspiring others, what advice would you give to someone in Kenya, where you're based, or across Africa, and they're thinking of getting started? Why should they consider CompTIA?
Mm-hmm. First of all, let me just toot CompTIA's horn a little bit. CompTIA is a big brand.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
big brand. It's
Uh-huh.
globally recognized,
Mm-hmm.
and also it's vendor neutral, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
For example, if you wanted to, let's say, go into cloud security, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you take the CompTIA cloud, for example, I have personally not taken it, but it's a vendor neutral certification in that you don't have to go fully down. Um, can I name companies? You don't have to go fully down, let's say Microsoft path or AWS. You can get
A
somebody
specific
vendor
vendor.
neutral.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, if you're starting out from scratch, just because CompTIA is globally recognized, it's credible. You're not doing some shoddy certification.
Mm-hmm.
There's also there's resources out there, whether
Mm-hmm.
by CompTIA or by other people who teach people CompTIA certifications. So I would say, yeah, go for it. If you're starting
Okay.
out, CompTIA is the way
Mm-hmm.
to go. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good, good. That's pretty good advice. Now, with your current knowledge and reflecting on your journey,
Mhm.
now that now that you connected with CompTIA directly. What resources or support do you think are going to be helpful in your journey, in that journey of someone who is starting out? They say, I will begin with A plus and so on. What resources do you think are going to be helpful
Mhm.
to you on your next certifications, to that person who is starting out? What resources or support do you think they can utilize from CompTIA?
Okay. First, when it comes to the certifications, you need kind of a structured way of learning. So you need
Mhm,
access to learning, you need content, right?
mhm, mhm,
And it's not all the certifications where you can say, I'm going to look up Professor Mesa and study using his resources, right? So,
mhm,
one,
mhm,
you need access to proper learning content,
mhm, mhm.
especially if it's coming directly from CompTIA.
Uh-huh.
Two, I would say some form of mentorship or
Mhm.
guidance, and not
Right.
necessarily literally holding someone's hand,
Mhm,
but it would be good to um, get direct feedback from someone who's either in the field or someone who's been there before. Because I can tell you for a fact, when I was doing the Security Plus, it was nerve wracking. I just didn't know where to start and I didn't know. And even taking the
Yep.
exam at home, because I
Mhm,
didn't know there's Pearson View in the country,
mhm.
understand?
Right.
Maybe I would have had a smoother experience if I
Mhm.
did it at a test center instead of at
Right.
home. So you need
Right.
mentorship, someone to tell you all these things that you don't know.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say those two things: access to learning and mentorship.
Okay. And when you mention, of course, access to learning, by now you have evaluated when it comes to content from CompTIA. We have the official learning content, we have the official labs, and we also have the exam preparation content that someone can go through. So, looking forward to hear from you as you talk about a more personalized experience as you continue with your
Yeah,
journey in cybersecurity. Right.
yeah, for sure.
So, any closing remarks to people on this journey, and
Uh-huh.
or to your mentor? Are you going to have another giveaway at some point?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a secret I'll never tell. I'm kidding.
All right.
Word of advice to someone who's maybe just starting out? I would say put your head down, do your research, do your homework. I know sometimes it's easy to want someone to come and directly hold your hand and tell you what to do, but unfortunately, in this field, you have to be able to do your own work, to do your own research. That's one. Two, you're gonna feel out of place maybe at some point. I call it imposter syndrome. Try to push past that feeling and keep going, and it will all work out in the end.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Great, great.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I think it is going
Hmm.
to inspire many others to take that first and bold step like you did.
Hmm.
And we'll keep amplifying voices like yours to build a
Hmm.
stronger and more skilled,
Yeah,
manpower across
yeah.
Africa, across communities in Africa. So thank you very
Hmm.
much for your time.
Thank you.
All
This was
right.
lovely. Okay.